What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. Could y'all make sure y'all get the likes up for me? Appreciate the one like. See, it's 6 people in here. I don't see nobody really liking, but oh, I see it's 20 people. What's up to the 20 people in the live stream? Can y'all get the likes up on this stream? Y'all, I just really want to talk about something. So maybe y'all can stay long enough to hear me talk. If you're not interested, I guess just go ahead on. But anyway, I just want to know, like, when did it become a battle to be real? When did that become a battle? Because it's like when you show people who you are, the real you, the authentic you, you know, it seems like they still don't believe you. They want you to go back to the old you. They don't understand why you even changed. They don't even believe that it's possible to change. They don't even feel like it's possible to change. But they believe in second chances, though. Make it make sense. How you believe in second chances, but you don't believe a person can change overnight? You want to know why? Because people believe in their mind that things don't happen overnight, and they do. I'm a living witness. Like, it has happened to me because I used to have that mindset a long time ago because I was raised up on that, that, and pardon me if I'm talking really low. Also, can y'all put a one in a chat if you can hear me? Put a one in the chat, anybody. Because YouTube muted my last live stream that I did, and that's why I haven't been going live. Because they keep playing with my live streams. You know, could y'all please let me know if y'all can hear me? If not, I'll just wait till this live is over with and see if I can hear myself. But I was raised up to, you know that things don't happen overnight, and I really believe that things didn't happen overnight. And it does. It does. It happened to me. I went from, you know, being someone who I didn't want to be years ago when I was in my late teens, early 20s. I was someone who I didn't want to be. But it happened overnight when I finally woke up and realized that's not me. You know, it's time for me to show the people that I've been following up behind and stuff like that that I can do bad by myself. And I didn't need to be single in order to say that either. I can do bad by myself without friends, without family, without people who can fake to be in your corner and stuff like that, and they're not in your corner. I showed them, and boy, when I tell you, it's been probably 8+ years since I have talked to anybody. Real talk. 8+ years. I don't want to conversate with nobody either. I'm tired of people trying to say, oh, she cut me off. Or, yeah, Danny cut them off. I ain't cut nobody off. As a matter of fact, all I did was put myself in the wilderness, man. They believe that I cut them off because they don't want to believe, you know, respectfully, hey, she may need some time away, get herself together. Because a real friend would have really stuck by my side. A real friend would have understood exactly what I'm going through. A real family member, like blood, like y'all say, blood is thicker than water. They really would have been by my side through that time that I needed instead of assuming, oh yeah, she cut me off. She don't want to talk to me. She don't want to talk to me. I don't know why, but these be the same people that, you have valid reasons to cut them off. These are the same people that you have valid enough reason to wash your hands away from them because They don't believe that you are a changed person for, in a positive way. When you try to respect them, when you try to respect their space, when you try to, y'all done horse playing with each other, and y'all done joking and laughing and cussing each other out in a playful way and stuff, y'all done with that. It's time for them to see the real side of you. And the minute that you show them that, they don't like it. They don't even believe that that's you. They want you to go back to the joking and laughing and playing and cussing them out, you know, and 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 they want you to go back to that bad side of you that they knew about, that you would show everybody else, but you wouldn't show them. What's up, Escape? I hope y'all understand exactly where I'm coming from, though. It's like, when did it become a battle? When? And people just, they really hate me for, I really have to battle with people. I can't believe I really got to battle with people for mine, for my authenticity. I have to battle with people because they don't want to believe that I'm the real me. They want me to go back to the old Danny. That's not her, y'all. She faking. She putting on a facade. That ain't her. She really something wrong with her. I'm telling you. Because back then, back in 2009, back in 2010, Danny was this. Danny was that. Well, let me tell you something. That ain't Danny. This is 2020 fucking 5. I am me. I am real. Believe it. This is me. That old me, man, I ain't gonna lie. That was someone underneath who I really am. That was just, that side of me stemmed all from public school, high school, and social media. That was me. That was a side of me that, you know what I'm saying, like, people really didn't understand. Because it's like I evolved into that person. I'm just glad that I didn't evolve into a person, to the point where, I couldn't get myself back. I went from being quiet when I was a kid. I'm gonna tell y'all how I used to be. I was very playful as a kid, you know. I always used to like hanging with the boys because the boys, they used to do like my brother, my cousins, boy cousins, they used to jump off of stuff, hurt themselves, daredevils. So that's what we used to call it back then. So I used to do the same thing. I wanted to follow behind the boys. I was tired of playing with Barbie dolls and stuff. Didn't mean that I wanted to be with the rainbow community, because I still like boys. It's just I like to do boy stuff. And um, I was quiet. I was only talkative to my family and my little friends back then. So, um, you know, I want to say like once I hit like my teens, like 12, 13, it all changed. Because at that point, that's when, peer pressure, bullying, things like that, all of that came into play. The fights and stuff and the gossip, all that started around that age. And, you got a crush on somebody, and then you call them your boyfriend, your boo. That started back then, and that's when I started to evolve. And it all started in public school. And I turned into someone that I did not want to be, because I started, engaging in gossip at school. I started, hanging with a certain crew. I started getting into fights and stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you, all the fights I got into, it was not initiated by me. People was running up on me, all right? And honestly, it wasn't because I was starting gossip either. Yeah, my name would be and stuff, but like I never started gossip. Never did. everybody used to indulge in a little gossip here and there, but it a lot of fights that I have had, it was out of self defense and out of the other, females being just straight up jealous, pure hatred, pure jealousy, and they used to tell me, "Oh, you think you all that because you got light skin?" Like, what the at what point did I think I was all that because I had light skin? I didn't even know light skin was the thing, you know? They got and I didn't realize that I was being teased for my skin complexion, out of jealousy though, until I was in my 20s. That's when I started to really see that they were actually, teasing me and putting me down for my skin complexion because they wanted to be my skin complexion, you know. And then, it was a battle with me about who I am. She thinks she all that because she quiet. I was called stuck up because I'm quiet. They called me stuck up. They called me, the crazy girl and stuff like that in high school or whatever because I was quiet. I minded my business, but they knew I didn't play that shit in high school. It was just like they already know, leave her alone. Because if you touch her or you say something to her, then she gonna get on that with you. They already knew that, so I was labeled the crazy girl. There were situations in high school where, you know, um, people would say certain things to me, like the teachers and stuff like that. Where they knew that they can hit me where it hurt, and then say some stuff, or so-called friends, and I act a damn fool. And guess what they'll do? Call downstairs to the office, to the police station in the building, inside of our school. Police used to come up there and get me if the security guards couldn't handle me. And it was just like, damn, we can't tame the wild. This girl is wild. Well, leave me the fuck alone. And that's all I ask. And that's how I've been since, what I'm saying, I was in high school. I was really always a chill person, always quiet, mind my business. But every argument, confrontation was initiated by other people and not me. And I'm not just playing innocent. I can say I played a role in certain gossip and things like that, but I wasn't an instigator though, you know. Um, and then into adulthood, fake friends, fake family. Then at that point, it's a battle. It's a battle about who I am and how I've changed. It took me until I hit 25, 26 to really wake up and change for the better. And it happened overnight. I wanted to be better. And the only way for me to become better is throwing myself in a wilderness. And you got to be really tired and fed up with a lot of stuff. You got to be real tired and fed up. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for you to make a change, you have to be fed up with something or someone. And I was fed up with people in my life at the age of 25. And I put my foot down finally. Because other times I say some shit and I don't mean it. But I got to my breaking point and I'm like, man, I'm tired of the fake shit. I'm tired of the fake love. I'm tired of me calling people out and then they playing the victim once they get called out. And I'm looking like the crazy person. I'm tired of that shit. So my best bet is to leave people the fuck alone and they can leave me alone. And I deleted numbers out my phone, text messages, changed my phone number, took myself off of social media, all of that. All of that. I wasn't about to play with nobody no more, and I wanted to show them. And like I said, it's been 8+ years since. But if y'all go back to my old live streams, I had talked a little bit about my situation, right? So I want to say this was like 2020. Yeah, I think it was like 2020, 2021. And I was on Facebook at that time. And I deleted my Facebook again within a month's time because around that time I was homeless. Me and my husband both were homeless. I was homeless and fucking pregnant. Ain't that crazy? You know, we was going through a very rough time. We were being kicked to the curb by family members and stuff just because of our authenticity. Just because of who we are as people, like the real us. Being kicked to the curb for our beliefs because we believe heavily that we shouldn't, do this or we shouldn't do that this way. Kicked to the curb because, we call a person out when they do wrong to us. Kicked to the curb because we wouldn't let nobody step all over us like a doormat. And I hate when people sit back and they say, oh no, they did something wrong, something, because they always trying to say this person, this person, this person. If y'all look at the short that I just uploaded yesterday, it is fucking people. The world is going the way that it is because of the people. I'm serious. Think about it. You heard what I just said. I used to be of this world, and if y'all had, that's my daughter in the background. She's enjoying herself, playing with the toys and stuff. Um, it's the damn people, y'all. And like I said, think about it. I just told y'all who I was back then underneath who I really am. And that was the old me. That was the fake me. That was the social media me. That was the, oh, I need this person, that person, this person in my corner, even though they treated me wrong. I loved the world, and the world didn't love me back. That used to be me. But one thing I can say about me, though, back then is I didn't never used to throw stones and hide my hands, though. That's one thing about me. I would always admit when I'm wrong. Seriously. Now, back in my teen years, I had a little bit of stubbornness in me. I was a little stubborn, but I still would admit my wrongs, though. You got people nowadays that throw stones and hide their hands. Like the elderly folks nowadays, they do that shit. Excuse my language. And then once they do it, they're looking at everybody to seek help because they're the victim. And they try to use their age. I'm 77 years old. I would never do anything like that to anyone. Motherfucker, she just smacked me. This old ass lady just smacked me. And I'm just saying, for example, y'all. Ain't no old ass person smack me. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask somebody in society to hold me back if you're old. Put your hands on me, cause I'm an adult just like you. The only difference is you way older than me. That don't give you the right to smack the shit out of me, cause you 77 years old. But but you have people out here like that, even middle aged folks. I mean, people will spark up shit with you, and then soon as you try to defend yourself, they the victim. You the crazy person. Or they use that as a reason for them to try to get physical with you when it was them that started it in the first damn place. And see, that's what me and my husband have had to go through over the years. So back to what I was saying. During our homeless situation, when I was on Facebook at the time, because I would use Facebook as an avenue for help and things like that, and he would do the same. We reach out to, majority of the people that was on his Facebook and mine was his family and friends. I only knew a select few of them personally, but the rest of them he went to school with, and they knew him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was popular in high school. But the thing is, they had a group from his high school. where they would help the homeless, you know. So they had posted a picture of a guy that they helped get him a hotel room and food and clothes and everything that he needed. So my husband reached out to the owner of the group. Mind you, these are people that used to go to his high school. So he reached out to someone within the group, asked them for help, and when I tell you, it was a battle trying to get some assistance from them before we use our last resort, which is 311, because we already know 311 ain't gonna help you, especially in Chicago. They full of shit. They help who they want, you know. And honestly, we have called 311 multiple times. They did not help us, which was perfectly. It was cool, you know, because I mean I already know like this city corrupt as hell. So um, and then there's a lot of females behind the desk with straight up attitude problems and stuff like that. As soon as they hear you another black female that need help, they straight up attitude, cussing you out on the phone and everything. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So he reached out to them to ask them for help because he saw that they were assisting other people that was coming forward saying that they homeless. Soon as we do it, it's a problem when we do it though. They ready to make it a battle. Now it's like, and why do you need help? They didn't ask this other guy none of that stuff. Why do you need help? Then they had other people, you know, the owner of the group reaching out to other people that he knew, asking them, is he telling the truth? You know, like what what do I and him, what do we both have to gain from faking to be homeless, bro? And I'm pregnant. Like, why would I do that? What do I have to gain from faking like I'm homeless? I know there's people out here that do that, but ain't nobody about to have a social media and all that, and they know you personally. Like I could see if you was a complete stranger and we faked to be homeless, but you know, a person ain't trying to ruin their reputation, and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody about trying to ruin at that time. Ain't nobody trying to ruin their reputation, lying to people that he knows personally that he's went to school with. That's all on his social media and everything. Talking about, you know, yeah, I'm homeless even though I'm not. Nah, we was really homeless, and you know they played us like a violin because they didn't do us like they did do. They didn't, you know, help us with hotel rooms and they ain't help us like they helped everybody else. They ain't help us get no food or nothing like that. All they did was gossip about us, y'all. I'm telling you. They acted like they was going to help us, and then they started gossiping about us. And next thing you know, we were trending on Facebook, the talk of the town. And mind you, I didn't even know none of these people. These are all people that he went to school with, that he thought that he can trust enough to tell, hey, you know, my family know I'm homeless, but I'm coming to y'all to tell y'all because, you know, I see y'all help folks because it's a group or whatever. They faked like they was about to help us, y'all, and started gossiping about us. We did nothing wrong. They believed that we were liars. You know, they started going through old pictures on the Facebook, uploading it to they little group account, talking about, yeah, these two some liars. They said that they homeless, but look at them right here. They doing this and they doing that, and I'm looking like, damn, that was before we even became homeless. You uploading pictures, and then they started having live streams about us. When I tell you the ultimate gang stalking had begun at that point because they're going on our social media, copying and pasting pictures, making live streams about us, talking about we lying. Then you got people blocking them and stuff like that. Then they tarnished our business. We had a cleaning business, and it's still in motion. We just doing some little upgrades on the fly, but we had our business was booming back then, like 2021, 2022. It was booming, pregnant and all. And you know, they made sure that they pushed rumors out there about us, and they started. Now the customers that we had were people from his school. They were getting the word out there to their family and stuff like that. That's how we were getting a lot of customers. So everybody seen we was doing a good job, but the gang stalkers, the liars, the people that played victim, the people that believed that we were lying and talking about us in their group, when they found out about our cleaning business, they made sure they posted that and they said that, oh, how are they homeless and they got a cleaning business. See y'all, they finessing y'all. I mean, we couldn't have shit. Soon as we get some doggone jobs through a temp agency, it's like, oh, congratulations, y'all finally working. Maybe it can help y'all get out of homelessness. It was like pretty much you want a cookie, but see, those jobs wasn't really cutting it for us like that. So we created us a cleaning business. And once it started booming, they dragged us back down by lying on our names and trying to tarnish our fucking business and what we built together. So at that point, our, you know, we was, getting low on business, not getting customers no more. So I told him, I'm like, hold off on it for a few months or something, because we gotta rebuild everything right now. It's cool. These people evil as hell. Like, they really was hating on us though, y'all. They really was really hating on us. And see, and right now, still to this day, they're hating on us. See, once we deleted our social medias after all of that, after they did all that to us, we thought we was gonna get help. Instead of us getting help, we got talked about. They threw dirt on our names. They took everything that they could from us at that point. While we are already at our lowest, going through shit. Already. We wasn't just homeless, man. We was fighting CPS at the same time. We wasn't just homeless and fighting CPS. We were losing connection with a lot of people just because of who we were as people. And then all we got to look forward to is some social media bullshit, you know? So once we deleted everything, we deleted our accounts, we got new phones, phone numbers, and everything, and rebuilt ourselves, and we accepted what we had to go through instead of begging people for help. And eventually, we ended up getting some help, you know, eventually. And it's crazy because it's like once we finally realize that, hey, it's time to really, really realize that we going through this shit. We gonna have to really get through it. Within 2 months, because mind you, I was homeless for 2.5 years. Now, at the end of the 2.5 years, I started realizing that I really just gotta go through the shit. Sometimes you gotta understand that in order to get out of a situation, y'all. You have to accept what you're going through. Because if you don't accept it, you ain't gonna be able to get through that shit. Once you start accepting it, you don't think about it as much. You don't think about it every single day of your life and let it stress you out. Because once you accept it and acknowledge it, then you know that, hey, your hands is tied and there's only so much that you can do. You just gotta let God take the wheel at that point. And he did. And it was certain things that wasn't supposed to go a certain way, but we still took that route, and we ended up getting a close family member that finally was like, all right, got y'all. Even though, they're one of the ones that created the homeless situation in the first place, it's like, all right, well, all right, we back in here again now. All right, so we there, we back there again for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and then we finally got the blessing that we have been asking for, that we have worked so hard for. and that's a home of our own. Finally, and within that journey, within that time, we rebuilt ourselves. You know, going through a lot of trauma from the past. Two people. Let me tell y'all something. This is what a lot of people don't understand about me and my husband, and why we so strong together and we so close, is because like he was really my best friend before my husband. That's number one. Number two, two people that can relate to each other, that both has had horrible experiences from their childhood, that has had, repeated trauma throughout their lives, can come together and treat each other right through all of that, and while still going through trauma, which is DCFS, because y'all asses is some very traumatic. This is very traumatic organization to have to deal with. I'm gonna be honest with you. CPS, people that take your kids away and stuff like that, because they make you do all this work and you work so hard to get your child back, and then just for them to tell you, oh, yeah, even though you did everything we asked you to do, yeah, still can't get your kids back. Well, we gonna see what we can do about it. Let's see. Yeah, we don't know. Even though we are leaving you guys as kids traumatized and everything, we still don't know. Yeah, you're still not doing what we asked you to do, even though you're doing what we asked you to do. We need more. But I ain't finna go all into that. My point is, we're both going through the same exact situation together. And before we started going through the same situation together, we can relate because we both had a traumatic past that we can relate to. He treat me like a queen. I treat him like he's my king. Real talk. And people be hating you. It's unbelievable that I even have to say this. People be hating on us for that reason. Two people strong together in their 30s, fighting the system together, had to endure a traumatic past, and still is able to raise a baby girl together, amazing parents. People really swear up and down. Oh yeah, they stick together like glue. One don't go nowhere without the other. She go everywhere he go everywhere she go. Like couples can't do that. But at the same time, if this man has to do what he gotta do, I'm not gonna follow him with what he gotta do. If I gotta go do what I gotta do, he's not gonna follow me wherever I go to do what I gotta do. And I'm not talking about cheating on each other because I know a lot of y'all have negative thoughts. I'm talking about if we need to handle our business. If he has to work or whatever the case may be, you think I can go with him to work? No. Y'all, I, just like I had told him the other day, I said, see, the thing is, people be really mad because we are a mirror to them, and how every time they look at us, they have to realize how they're not authentic anymore. Every time they have to look at us, it makes them realize, like, damn, I can really be her. I can really be him. Not saying that people should be like us, but I'm just saying that it reminds them of how they can actually be, how they could actually be, if I'm saying that right, which is real, but they decide that they want to be fake. They decide that they want to follow the social media lifestyle for the rest of their lives, and they're not going to let up from it. And it pisses them off when they see real people like us coming. It pisses them off when they see a strong young black couple with a child that's fighting the system for their other children. It pisses them off They don't give a damn about your story, even though they try to act like they care, and they all open arms and everything to you, and they really love you and they care about you. Oh, it be your own family too. Your man, your own family will be hating on you in your relationship. Your own family wants worse for you. A stranger would treat you way better than your own family would. We are in a time, and people really need to open their eyes and see this. We live in a time where it is narrowing down to good versus evil. I said this the other day. It's good versus evil. But my question was, when did it become a battle for me to be real? I'll give you the answer. It became a battle for me to be real the minute social media came into play. Because I can sit here and I can say, oh, it's generational curses and things like that. Yes, it is. It is. It's most definitely generational curses. It most definitely got everything to do with peer pressure in public school and high school. It most definitely do. But you got to understand something. When technology and social media came into play, a lot of people just started changing. You know, and technology is moving at a fast rate. And what do you think is happening to the people? They are changing at a fast rate. It went at once upon a time. It it was real ass people out here. Well, maybe we thought they were real the whole time and they wasn't. Maybe that was fake the whole entire time and I just couldn't see it. But when MySpace and Tagged and Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, you got all these other damn apps. I mean, everything is literally digital in an app. You even got damn McDonald's apps and Burger King apps and Taco Bell's apps and everything that you think of is done through an app. Ain't nothing paperwork anymore. You filing for unemployment. You filing through a damn app online. Everything is online and through an app. But once social media and the digital world and AI and smartphones and all of this came into play, I'm telling you, man, people start changing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it got worse when COVID happened. Everybody and they mama started showing who they really were. That that's when I started seeing the true demons within people. What's up, Frankie? Oh shit, you said, hey, maybe it's my connection, but I can't really hear you. Okay, do me a favor, Frankie. Can you let me know if you can hear me by putting a one in a chat? Cause I promise you, it's like every time I do a live stream, every time. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me by putting a one in the chat. If not, damn it, I'm gonna have to just do a video. Can y'all hear me now? Let me see something. Let me know. Okay, there we go, Frankie. There we go. There we go. So I don't know how long you've been in the live stream, Frankie, but I really hope that I can be heard from the beginning. You said it's so quiet. Are you saying that like my background is quiet? Yeah. Uh, is my background quiet or am I quiet? Let me know because man, I'm gonna have to just do a video. See, every time my voice is super quiet. So Frankie, should I end this stream? Cause I can just upload a video today. Every time, this is exactly why I don't go live anymore because it's like YouTube, they keep doing my live streams like this, y'all. I'm telling you. I used to go live almost every day, and you said something is off with YouTube. A lot of YouTubers have been talking about how they've been having, problems with their live streams. Um, and it's been done intentionally. It's being done intentionally, because I could tell y'all that one of my live streams, I was on there for 39 minutes. I was speaking some real truth. Once I ended my stream, they only uploaded 22 minutes of my 39 minutes. I was pissed. I was pissed. And then one of my other live streams from the other day, I was speaking in real talk, and I went back to review it, and it was completely silent. You couldn't hear anything the whole entire stream. I was pissed. YouTube keep playing with me, and they're targeting they're targeting content creators that's keeping it real, and there's a lot of favoritism going on behind the scenes too, y'all. You really gotta be in that YouTube shit, like you really, it's really just like Hollywood. You really, they want you deep in that, cause that's where they get you. Once you dedicate your whole entire life to YouTube, they make you feel insecure about yourself on YouTube and everything. Can y'all hear me though? Frankie, you still here? Can anybody hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. This shit is crazy. The censoring, yeah. See, that's the thing, Frankie. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. They be talking about community guidelines and stuff like that, and it's like, man, come on, man. What am I saying that's so wrong? Damn, this is messed up. I'm about to get ready and end this stream, y'all. One of my peoples is saying they can't really hear me, and this is crazy. Um, YouTube don't want me going live, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped me from going live. They don't want me going live because obviously I be talking that real shit. But let me tell you something. If it was something within community guidelines, they would have emailed me and told me that. Obviously, it's some personal shit, you know. Excuse my language. It's personal and it's getting real personal behind the scenes. Because whoever it is that's controlling things on the other side is feeling like, man, she hitting me where it hurt. I feel like she talking to me, and I'm about to try to silence her ass. Let's be real, YouTube. Come on now, count y'all days. For real. If they censor this one and mute this one, I'm gonna comment in the comment section and let y'all know they keep doing that shit, and I'm still gonna leave it up there. And then when I try to reach out to them, they make it to where I can't reach them with this bullshit ass app. It's not even a real person that you can really connect with and talk to. Bullshit. Seriously. Yeah, they put who they want in the algorithm. Let's talk about it. They put who they want in the algorithm. It's a lot of favoritism going on. Don't tell me you gotta work real hard to be in an algorithm. That ain't how it goes. It's really about what you say. And a lot of these so-called real ass YouTubers, they continue to censor themselves, you know, because they know, man, if I say this, I'm gonna get kicked off this app. Like, come on, man. It ain't even it, and it's things that we as people should be able to say that they say that we can't say all of a sudden. I remember at one point you couldn't even say COVID and all that. You said is Lou being censored too? Yeah, he been having problems with his YouTube channel as well in the YouTube studio. As a matter of fact, you know what they have done, Frankie? They know that me and him have a strong connection with each other, so they made it to where I can't comment on any of his shorts. I can't comment on any of his shorts. Even if I use my laptop, I still can't. And I could comment on his videos and his live streams, but no shorts. And those are his most views. He be having like, you know, 10,000 views and 12,000 views on his shorts, and I be trying to, be his biggest, you know, trying to congratulate him and everything, but they don't allow me to. And we have reached out to them about that, and they figure out every way they can think of to to not help us in that situation. Um, in his YouTube studio, the views and the watch time hours is not adding up, you know, and the views versus the likes is not adding up. Make it make sense. They be shutting down his live stream sometimes too. They blocked his live stream before and made it to where he couldn't go live for like 4 days. Yeah, like it's just I'm telling you, it's favoritism, it's racism. Yeah, YouTube is changing for the worse, unfortunately. And I'm on TikTok, but I haven't been on TikTok in like months and months. Probably like 2 months. I don't like that app. I really don't. TikTok is the world, okay? That's where the whole entire world is. And everybody is doing the same. And if you can't connect with what's trending on TikTok, then they don't want to view your content or anything. If you ain't selling anything on TikTok and going to TikTok shop and all that, ain't no point in being on there. It's just like, ugh, I hate TikTok, y'all. I take it to YouTube because I thought that YouTube was a lot more better than a lot of apps, but I see that now it's getting to the point where it's like, censor this, censor that. It's getting a little personal behind the scenes, so let's silence her ass. Bullshit, man. I feel like I'm dealing with CPS on here too. I already got to deal with their asses trying to silence me on my YouTube channel, coming over my YouTube channel trying to tell me what I should and shouldn't say about my situation. But damn, YouTube, the creators behind YouTube, y'all the same way, man. Then y'all yet and still y'all ignoring my emails, but y'all keep sending me emails about other shit. Did you know that you have the opportunity to now do this? Did you know that you can update this in your YouTube studio and this? Look, I don't care about that shit, man. I want some justice around here. Y'all asses is dirty. You say I don't know what other platforms would be better. Maybe make your own website. I mean, I have been a lot of content creators have been doing that, and they've been getting on other apps and stuff like that. But I'm the type of person though, like I would. It ain't that I don't want to. It's just that I don't find any interest in any other platforms. Like I've tried TikTok, I tried it. Facebook, tried it, and I hated it. Um, Never tried Instagram. I don't. Matter of fact, I did, and I did not like that shit because it was just like another Facebook. Um, yeah, I don't find interest in anything else, honestly. It, like I'm just not a social media type of person. Um, I'm really the type of person, to be honest. When I express how I feel, it ain't through social media, to be honest. I'm out here really telling people to their face how I feel and making them run away from me because they don't want to hear that shit. They do not want to hear that. YouTube, y'all don't want to hear what I got to say either because I really want to make a whole video dedicated to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, y'all. They doing their thing. Silencing people. Wow, amazing work, guys. And I actually seen this one streamer. He was a black guy. I think he got like 2 million subscribers or something. Man, he exposed the hell out of YouTube. And I think it was like a year ago. But he had the receipts and everything. He showed how racist they really are. Real talk. They are. And they play their favorites. And obviously their favorites is not black people. You do got some ass kissing ass, black folks though. But who fighting DCFS? What you mean, Frankie? Um, all of these damn systems and all this shit is connected. Real talk. And I was actually just looking at my old video from like 9 months ago when I sat on live for 3 hours, and I sat on live for 3 hours and I was talking about social media and the wicked system. Y'all should go watch that. It's a 3 hour stream, but trust me, I was really talking, man, really talking. Cause I was talking that real talk. They ain't silenced me on there, did they? That's crazy, man. You said you found her on TikTok. Stand with Meg is her name. Okay, I'm gonna go check her out. Well, how about this, y'all? I'm gonna make a video about this specific topic today. Hopefully, y'all heard me. If y'all couldn't hear anything I was saying, I'm gonna replay this from the beginning. If I can't hear anything, I'm gonna just have to delete this. I appreciate you for coming in the stream, Frankie, and letting me know you couldn't hear me because people are so damn weird. They will sit here and listen to nothing, complete silence, and not even tell you anything. Because you want to know why, Frankie? People want to see you fail. I can only imagine how many people comes in my stream and they probably like, even though she talking and she going in and out, I'm not even about to tell her. I'm just gonna sit here. Y'all are some damn stupid ass people though, for really being like that. Childish for really being like that. Especially if you heard me, but I was going in and out. I'm glad you was on here too, Frankie. It has been a while. Cause when I was in my old live stream, looking at it, I seen a lot of the old people that used to be in there. You was one of them. Y'all used to be in my streams all the time. They probably just not sending y'all the notifications either. But yeah, I gotta go. My little girl, she's getting unhappy. She not liking, playing with them toys too long. So, um, me and her about to chill together, and I'm gonna make sure I upload a video. I appreciate y'all for coming in the stream. Thank you, Frankie. All right, y'all, wake them folks up.